I'm about to show y'all what it looks like when a person ignores red flags in the person they're dating. Let's check this out.
We are here today with Josh and Jovanay. Welcome, beautiful people. How we feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling really good.
Nice. So we did have you all on, God, what episode was that?
16.
16. We had you guys on episode 16 where you ended up matching.
Okay, now real quick, just for some context, this is very important. The way that they met on the show, I want y'all to pay attention to this part.
Sexuality is a very big thing for me. Exploration, are you into that? Is that too much of a forward question right now?
I'm gonna need a little bit more detail.
Okay. I mean, just getting to a place where you're more vulnerable, and I guess...
I'm open to that.
You open to that?
This is important for context when we watch the review.
Yes.
Okay.
Now listen to his second question.
The gym is a very big important aspect, right, of my life. So what is your concept? Like, what do you think about the gym? Constant improvement? What are your thoughts on that? Are you into the gym?
I work out. I like to hike. I'm a very active person. So, yeah, I go to the gym.
Okay. All right.
All right. Time to pop a balloon.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
He basically sealed the deal. Let me break these last two questions down for you real quick in about 30 seconds. Basically, his first question was, are you a freak? That was the first question. His second question was, the gym is very important to me. Do you go to the gym? In other words, what he's saying is, I'm going to smash the living daylights out of you. And he just wants to know if she's cool with that, having the daylight smacked out of her in the bedroom. Which is actually a genius way to seal the deal. Genius on his part. That was genius. Now that we have that context, now let's watch the review.
One of the main things that stood out, Josh, on your segment with Jovanay was when you asked her a question. I know, look, you're smirking. I feel like you know where I'm going with this. Your question was something about like sexuality or whatever it is. And at first she was like, can you elaborate? And then you kind of didn't finish elaborating. She was like, yes. Like, can you tell us like...
You saw that face she made?
You kind of didn't finish elaborating. She was like, yes. Like, can you...
Right there, that little... Yeah, she knew what she was doing. She knew she wanted to let him hit. She already knew.
Yeah, so kind of to get into you guys matching. So since you ended up matching, have you gone on a date? Have you guys hung out?
Yes.
Yeah.
We hang out quite often. So, yeah.
I love it. Okay, all right. How did the first date go?
First day, I feel like it went well. To my knowledge, I think we went and got sushi, I believe, the first date.
We went for drinks at Little Rituals.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes.
That was the
How do you
second
get
date.
sushi? It was
Yeah.
the same day?
No, that was the second date.
Yeah,
So-
second date. Yes. But we went
Okay.
to go get drinks downtown at Little Rituals. It was a nice rooftop bar. So,
Got it.
nice
Okay.
dim lights and vibes.
And this was after filming, or was it the next day? Or
We went that Wednesday, so it was like about 3 days after, maybe. Yeah.
okay. And so how was the communication after you matched, like up to the point of you guys going out to that first date?
It was. Go ahead.
Okay.
So for
So how was the communication after you matched, like up to the point of you guys going out to that first date?
It was. Go ahead.
Okay.
so for me, I
You can already tell some trouble's getting ready to come up.
feel like that's something I do struggle with in terms of communication. So like I'm very busy with like the work that I do. So I'm like allocating a lot of my time with clients. So I think that me being mindful with Jovanay, and I think that took some time.
So from the day, I think the show was filmed on like a Saturday. You guys went on a date on a Wednesday. So you're saying it was the communication on your end that kind of pushed the date back to the Wednesday, or?
So yeah, communicate. No, I set up a time for
Okay.
Wednesday. I believe that was on Wednesday because I just was really busy. So that's just the time that I had within what I had to do. So
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to hop in there.
So yeah, the night that we matched, we exchanged numbers and we planned for Wednesday.
Okay,
So that
good.
was fine. That worked out with our schedules. Leading up to the date, We had communication. We've spoken on the phone, on FaceTime for about like an hour or so before we met, or excuse me, before we went out. So we had some communication, but very minimal, like he was saying. But just, I mean, yeah, like he said, we were filling each other out as far as like our schedule and getting to know each other. So,
Okay.
but I mean, it was fine.
Got
So,
it. And so after that first date, you guys went out for sushi. You said the next date
Yeah.
was sushi. Okay, who picked the sushi date?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he texted me the next day and was like, "You got plans tonight?" I was like, "No, I do not."
So it was when
All right. Y'all need to pay attention to this too. He's really like he's making a lot of the right moves. This man is 39. He ain't new. Sometimes women don't understand this about dating, like the whole idea of hypergamy, dating a man who's just I'm not trying to say too much too early because I want y'all to see the review. I'm talking too much. I want y'all to see the review first and then I say what I gotta say.
Wednesday and right after Thursday, you're
Yeah.
out again. I love that. Okay. So I mean, the communication wasn't that bad then. If you went right in there.
Yeah, like I said, we just met each other, but once we got the vibes going, of course, I was like, yeah, let's
good.
see each other again. So
Okay, nice. So how's it going now? Like, have you guys drinks, sushi? What else? What's going on?
Right now, I think that personally, I know we had some bumps in the road, but
Okay.
I feel like that's not something that we can't get over. So I think, yeah, this is part of growing, learning process in a relationship. It's like growing pain. So I think that's where we're at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk? What are these bumps that you guys are experiencing?
communication.
It's still
Yeah,
happening.
It's communication mainly more so. I try to be as vocal as I can about what my needs are in communication.
He did mention communication while they were on the show. I remember him saying that. He did say that.
Like Josh said, it's a work in progress for him. He did mention that that was something that he struggles with. And it's weird because it's not like he struggles to open up and share like stories from the past or what have you not. But I think when there's conflict involved, or not even conflict, because I don't feel like we argue, we have a difference of opinions.
Okay.
And sometimes emotions can be involved with that too. And I would say the time frame also of him going about just shutting down is what's been mainly more so an issue.
Okay.
So
I see.
Now peep that, y'all. Peep that. Peep what she just said. Listen to what she just said.
because I don't feel like we argue. We have a difference of opinion. It's
Listen.
not like he struggles to open up and share like stories from the past or what have you not. But I think when there's conflict involved, or not even conflict, because I don't feel like we argue. We have a difference of opinions.
Okay.
And sometimes emotions can be involved with that too. And I would say the time frame also of him going about just shutting down is what's been mainly more so an issue.
Shutting down during conflict, like, or disagreements. That is a that's a big red flag. That's a big red flag, especially for a man. For a man to shut down during conflict. Oh boy, that's a rough red flag right there. Oh boy. But let's continue, man. Let's continue.
Okay.
So
I see. And I do recall on the episode you guys were on, I think you asked how do they handle conflict and stuff like that. You did mention you take your time with like, going at the issue, whatever it is. And I think now you're experiencing that.
I did. And however, in I believe the lineup of me asking a characteristic trait, that was something that he had mentioned may happen. And I just was like, of course, as long as you're able to communicate that with me,
Right.
so that way I can know we're coming back to this or we're okay. That was something that was also like very big for me. So
As long as you're able to communicate, that's what she said. Very important. Communication is key.
Okay.
I just think that's where we need a little bit of work on, is just him being able to communicate, because sometimes it's just going to leave me in the
Wondering.
dark. Yeah, in the dark. So, and we're both trying, but I'm trying also my best to be able to kind of figure out what's going on, or, so yeah.
Okay. So what do you feel stops you from like just letting her know anything? It sounds like.
That's a good question. That's something I think I'm still trying to figure out.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, bro just started off bad. That's a good question. Yeah, it's a good. That's a question you should just know. You should know what you what you're thinking. You don't even know what you're doing, bro. She. And then he said, "I'm still trying to figure it out." It's like, dang, you ain't even answer it, bro. Gee, this is a crazy one.
So what do you feel stops you from like just letting her know anything? It sounds like.
That's a good question. That's something I think I'm still trying to figure out.
Okay.
Right? So that's just gonna take some personal growth. But I think as long as Giovanna allows me the patience, as long as she's patient with me and wants to continue with the journey in terms of like allowing me to evolve in that aspect, I think it'll work out. I think the
Okay.
potential is there, and I think that I hope that she would like to see it through. So.
What's his face? What's his face?
It's no face.
Potential is
Look
there.
at her
and I think
face.
That
Look at her face.
I hope that she would like to see it through. So
Yo, nah. Bro, that face was like, nah, I'm about to be out of here, my boy. You know, I hope she does leave this dude. Let's continue.
What's his face? What's his face?
It's no face. I mean,
Nah, that was a face. Yeah. Don't say that was a face.
I mean, Josh knows we've had multiple conversations just about, I think one thing he asked me also in reverse was like, well, what is a characteristic about you? My patience, because at the end of the day, as long as there has to be some type of compromise as far as like asking for that patience as well as giving and trying as well. So I think that's sometimes where we can kind of hit like a bump in the road is my lack of patience sometimes.
Okay.
And him trying to come together to talk. I have had conversations with him, and I do sometimes hold him to a higher standard with age and experience as well to know how to communicate.
Yeah.
So I think that's sometimes where my patience can come from simply is just like, okay, I'm trying the best I can. I want to make a relationship work. He has experience in relationship. I've had maybe like a year times frame with relationships, so I want to be able to learn these things, as far as communicating better with somebody. And I feel like there's so much potential there. It's just like, come on, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
Now, she said a lot of good things. I'm going to have to disagree with one of the things that she said about him being older. When women date older men and they look at this older guy as if like he has all the answers or he has everything together. No, like age ain't nothing but a number, man. When somebody is progressing, I mean, you can be 10 years old and be an amazing communicator. It's just age. It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna have to fault her for that. She said a lot of good things, but that's one thing that is it's a negative. It's nothing crazy. It's not a deal breaker, but it's just something just for people to think about, especially women to think about.
So you feel like you're having to really pull information out of him? Is that
yeah,
what it is?
information or just him. Honestly, I don't want to say caring, but it's like, what's up? Why are you quiet? You know what I mean? So sometimes it can be like that. So, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I try my best to call, talk, and it's like, let's talk the next day or, like, let's leave it alone for right now. And it's just like, all right. So,
yeah, so for me, like I'm not gonna lie, I do struggle with time management. So
Okay.
I do have a lot of things going on right now. Working on my second master's. I got clients, like I said, and I'm just trying to balance it. So yeah, I think I think that I have it in me to. I think I definitely do have it in me to get to that potential. Like I said before, as long as she is patient, because I think that's something that maybe she needs to work on as well. So
and maybe I do. And maybe I do.
And then so you mentioned like you have like a higher expectation of him because of age. What's the age difference again? How old are you, Josh?
I'm 39.
39.
And I'm 28.
28. Okay. So that's good for you guys. Like the age gap is
Yeah.
not a problem.
It's absolutely not a problem.
Okay.
I like dating older men because realistically working out for me with men my age, it's I mean, we all are continuously growing and learning.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do really love dating older men because it comes knowledge, wisdom. So I guess with that, there are expectations. Just, with past relationships that I would have expected to kind of allowed you to learn something along the way as well, especially when I'm trying to give him my all at my little age. So, yeah.
Go ahead, Josh.
So-
You want to say?
At my little age is crazy. I think this girl's 28. My little age? What are you talking about? You're a grown woman. Don't do that. But yeah, this is a clear contradiction of what she is saying, because clearly age doesn't mean that you're going to be good at communicating or addressing conflict or handling conflicts in your life. Age does not mean that at all. In fact, I would say the opposite. The older you get, the more set in your ways you become. He's probably terrible. He's probably gotten worse and worse and worse, like every year, at handling conflict. And now, look, he's 39, and he's on Pop the Bloom show.
Go ahead, Josh.
So,
You want to say something?
That being said, I think we had this talk, and I said that everyone has different strengths and weaknesses within their lives, and I know that you feel like that should be a strength, but I may be strong in other areas, but that may be my weakness, and as long as you, like I said, allow me to build up on that weakness and turn it into a strength, I think that the potential is there, because I definitely want to make it work, and so yeah.
Okay, so where are we today? I know you said you want to make it work.
Bro, the look on her face was like she don't want to make it work. She's tired. She's tired of dealing with this dude. I can see it. It just looks like she's tired of this dude. Let's continue.
Like, you also want to make it work, but your patience is running a little thin. So where are we today? Like, if we leave here now, are you guys still talking, or is it like?
Well, you answer that. When's the last time we spoke? I believe Thursday was the last time we spoke.
Today is Sunday.
Yes, that's the longest we've
Good
been
Lord.
without speaking. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, my man. Hey, my boy said, hey, I'm going outside this weekend, bro. Summertime almost over. I ain't talking to you at all this weekend, bro. Golly. Shoo, he didn't involve you in no plans, did he?
What's going on?
I'm still trying to honestly figure it out. I think that if I could get your perspective, and then maybe because I'm still trying to figure it out. So what do you think happened?
Yeah, he just doesn't seem like an honest guy. You notice how when they were on the Pop the Balloon show, like he came straight out and was like, "Yeah, how do you feel about sexuality and being comfortable, being vulnerable, and all this crazy stuff? Can I flip you upside down? I go to the gym and I can bench press 375 pounds, so I can bench press you with my toes." And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was ready to say some freaky stuff on the show. He was ready to talk about that. But now all of a sudden, look at him. He ain't hardly saying nothing. Doesn't that seem suspicious? Does that not seem suspicious?
You don't find that suspicious?
He's like a snake oil salesman or something. He's like Shang Tsung.
I feel like we've ran into conversation where we express certain doubt that we still may have with each other.
Okay.
Whether that be one or the other up and leaving, or whether that be just the topic of family or kids. Sometimes we just have difference of opinion.
Okay.
And I believe we went out Wednesday. We had dinner. This past Wednesday, we had dinner.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay, but also coming into that dinner, we were having a little bit of riffraff of a difference of an opinion. But of course,
You said on the family and children thing?
yes, it was, and that conversation happened, I believe, Tuesday. So going into Wednesday, the dinner date, we kind of had quiet in the day, I would
Okay.
say. But we didn't allow that to stop us from having dinner. We had a great time. Thursday, I wanted to go over and just speak with him, you know, just kind of fill out the vibes from the conversations that we've been having.
Okay.
I brought some dinner over. I brought some wine that we both like to drink. And
Y'all see him smiling? He smiled on that part. like, yeah, I smashed it one last good time. before I came on this show.
Fill out the vibes from the
Watch
conversations
his
that we've been
face.
having.
Okay.
I brought some dinner over. I
Look at him.
brought some wine that we both like to.
His- he's sitting there just thinking about her cheeks, bro. That's what he's doing right now.
to drink, and I believe we were just honestly talking about, who's gonna get in the shower first. I went
Look at his face, bro. Everything that she says that gets closer and closer to the sex, he keeps smiling every time. This nigga, bro. This nigga is Shang Tsung, bro. He's Shang Tsung. This nigga's bro. Oh no, she got a demon on her hand. She don't even see it. God, she don't even see it.
went and I asked him to keep an eye out on my dog for me, like while I'm in the shower. He has a dog as well.
Okay.
So and he has a boy dog. So I just want to be able to make sure that they're.
And you have a girl dog?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure that they're.
She has a bitch. Sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive. I'm sorry. I'm so immature. I'm sorry. She has a female dog. All right, let's go.
Safe, separate, and not
Trying
hunching on
anything.
each other.
Right.
Yes. So when I asked him if he can keep an eye out on my dog
Bitch.
for me while I get in the shower, it was like, well, babe, I want to enjoy my food. Like, I'm trying to relax and enjoy my food. And I guess it made me a little frustrated from the lack of communication we've already been having throughout that week. And also he mentions that he wants children, sometime soon in the future. So I just feel like if we want to have children sometime later in the future, if that's something that we're talking about, and I need you to watch the baby while I go in the shower, when you're trying to enjoy your food, it's like, at what point do we have
Man, that is a dog. Put that nigga in a cage, bro. What are you... Put that little bitch in a cage, bro. Man, what do you let the man eat?
any type of compromise to help me out? Marriage is always the goal. He still wants to be married and have children, but
She took a L right there. Right there, she took a L. Let's continue.
you don't want to be married and still a single parent doing things on your own. So it did frustrate me. When I got out the shower, he asked me like, yo, what's going on? You kind of saying things in the shower or whatever. I'm like, if this the end. Like, I'm just kind of like, I'm like, can't watch my dog. Like, I need to just shower. Like, and I get out the shower, he's like, babe, what's going on or whatever. I'm just like, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating, our communication, let alone like, you want to watch the dog or excuse me, the lack thereof and just whatever. And he looked and he just grabbed his towel and he went in the shower and he didn't say anything. And I just took my items and I just left. So, and we hadn't really spoken much since. So,
Dang! Dang, bro. Golly, bro, that's crazy. He ain't even say nothing. She was cursing and saying all she had to say, and he didn't even respond to her. He just walked away. Golly, he's tough, man. He's tough. And then he didn't speak to her until today. He didn't speak to her until just now. This is a wild dude right here, yo.
Let's hear from you, Josh.
Yeah, so definitely, at that moment in time, I take full accountability. My lack of consideration. At the time, I just had got in from work. I was tired. She brought food over. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly. Like, let the man relax.
I just ate it. Like,
I was like, what? What about me?
I was
Forget
Here she go. What about me, nigga?
the dog. Forget you.
I
My
got off
stomach
work
comes
too.
first. Okay.
So, but now that I look back and I can see how, the time spent coming to my place and, getting everything ready, I could see how much work she put into that.
Right.
And I just felt like maybe I didn't reciprocate that in the best way I could have. So
Okay.
I apologize. I'm a work in progress,
listen.
and yeah, so.
Okay.
It's okay.
So that happened Thursday. So since Thursday, she left, you got in the shower, you didn't reach out to her from that point to like talk about this, nothing?
No. When I left, I didn't receive a text message. I didn't receive a call, like, where are you at? Like, what happened? What's going on? Come back.
Josh.
Just me and my dog left.
She probably cursed him out, and then he just looked at her and was like, and started washing his back. Nigga went to the shower and started washing and didn't talk to her. That's crazy work.
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like I think I said on the show, like I'm the type of person that doesn't like, I try not to react. I try to respond. So I felt like, all right, let me give some time. You know, that it was heightened energy, heightened emotions. Let me give some time for it to kind of like, you know, maybe simmer down, and then, you know, I could get back to her. So, and I think that, you know, I think it was okay time frame. Maybe you say different, but you know, I felt like that was my intentions.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I know everyone has their own time frame of like what they think is a good amount of time of when it's okay for them to go and talk to someone. So I guess for you, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3
Right. It's
3
just
days?
it's
Arlette counting the days was crazy.
just the communication, you know,
Okay.
aspect of it. Like I said, I think, like I said, there's potential, and it is just honestly the in between communication that is kind of where it's been a little bit difficult. So,
Right.
you know.
Okay. Because I mean, when you guys are together, are you like opening up and it's more so just like if the conflict comes up, it's a little more like you kind of don't really know how to handle that?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're asking me, am I opening up during our interaction?
Right. Like, so is the communication like all around, like where it's just like, even if you're in person, you can't really like open up? Or is it more so like just like conflict based? Like if the conflict comes up, it's more so like, I'm going to give that space.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think definitely when it's conflict based, I definitely shut down. In terms of opening up, I think that's a gradual process, and I think I've been doing a pretty good job in terms of like you getting to know who I am, maybe some of the experiences I've been through, and like what makes me me. So it's mystery in it, and I think mystery is sexy as well. It keeps the you know, vibration highs too. So you know, it's like a I'm like an onion. You just got to keep peeling back the layers, right?
Yeah.
So
What? Bro, what? Yo, what? What did this man just say, bro? Dog. Whose man's is this? Look at Arlette's face. Arlette is trying to not to laugh at that stupid answer you just gave, bro. I'm sorry, bro. What are you talking about? This nigga just said I'm like an onion? Dog, I'm about to fry this nigga up, bro. Yo, I'm about to fry this nigga up. She's buying this?
yeah, that's that.
Okay. All right. Any final thoughts between either one of you?
I don't have anything negative, of course, to say. Josh is great. Like he mentioned, he does do a good job with opening up and communicating in that aspect to get to know him. It is just when we have conflicts. So who knows? We're just going to have to keep working towards our communication and just opening up with each other. And I mean, I don't have any doubt that, you know, he'll get there as far as his communication is concerned.
Oh my gosh, bro. What's her name? Jovanay? Jovanay or Javane? Jovanay. Run! Run away! Run away! Run away! This ain't the guy. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy. You're not. Yo, this ain't it, Jovene. How do you say her name? Did I say it right? Nay. Let's just call her Nay. Nay. This ain't the guy. Dang, she still got faith. She bought that. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Let's finish.
And so
Oh, I guess I wanted to ask, have you seen improvement? Like from
Great question. Now, Arlette needs a pay raise, man. BM, what's her salary? Yo, Arlette, excellent question.
like you guys said you had a few other conflicts before this. Is it gradually like getting worse or
no,
is it-
it's not gradually getting worse.
Okay.
Josh is the type of person where he can hear something that I'm saying and he'll listen. He'll do his best. I can see him trying.
okay.
But it's definitely not getting gradually worse.
Okay.
No.
That's
no,
good.
it's not there though. So
Okay. Any final thoughts on your end, Josh?
Not really. You know, I think that, I appreciate you, doing your hardest to be patient with me and, still continue to go on this journey with me. And, but just to have the opportunity and experience to experience you, it's a pleasure. And I appreciate the opportunity to get to know you. So,
thank you.
yeah.
Well, I'm really, really hoping things work out.
Man, boy, if you don't go somewhere, even Arlette fell for that. Oh. Yo, women love that mushy stuff. Even Arlette fell for what he just said. Look at Arlette's face. Watch her face.
To experience you, it's a pleasure. And I appreciate the opportunity to get to know you. So,
Thank you.
Arlette. He's Shang Tsung, Arlette. This nigga is Shang Tsung.
yeah.
Well, I'm really, really hoping things work out between the two of you because it's just beautiful to see. It's beautiful.
Yes, I agree.
No, it's not. This ain't beautiful. Oh, God, let's finish.
Yeah. So, I wish you both the best.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be keeping tabs. If you see my
Yes.
name pop up, I'm watching your story.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm just keeping tabs.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Well,
appreciate you.
yeah, of course. Thank you so much. And then, just because people will be following you guys on your journey, whatever it may be, are there any upcoming projects that people can be on the lookout?
All right, I don't care about no projects. I don't care about that. She seems like a good woman, man. She seems like she's really trying. I was just talking to my boy about a situation that he's in. This girl chose this guy, and this guy, he ain't worth $3, man. And my boy, he's the good dude. Like, he's the homie. So we're trying to get this girl. I'm trying to help him. I'm like, yo, let me, like, if it's something I can do or something I can say to just make you look good, I'm going to do that. I'm going to help you out. Because this is a really good girl. But she chose a guy who is garbage. And even her friend is like, why are you still talking to this guy? He's garbage. Why don't you, like, talk to the other guy, talk to somebody else? Anyway, what we're watching right now, we're watching a good woman. She's a good woman. She's beautiful too. She doesn't sound like she's super entitled or anything. Like she's trying to work it out. She brought my man food, right? She has a good heart. She's doing the right things. But she just chose a guy because, and now remember the first thing I said about how they met on the show and what he was asking her. He's basically just enticing her because he wants to know, can he smack the daylights out of her in the bedroom? I think he just wanted to smash her. And he's like, yeah, how do you feel about like sexual vulnerability and all that, what are sexual questions and stuff he was asking? And then he followed it up with like, oh yeah, I go to the gym a lot too. He's basically what he was doing was letting her know that the sex with me is going to be incredible. And she fell for it. And now look at her. Now she's stuck in a situation with this guy. And this guy, she believes in him. It is such a beautiful thing when women are supportive and they inspire you and they see the best in you. But it's also a curse for women sometimes, because if you pick the wrong guy, this guy, he's putting his best foot forward in a lot of different situations. He chose the date. He chose a great place to go. He showed up presentable. He's even presentable here. His hair's done again. He goes to the gym. He works out. Right. He's not afraid to ask daring, bold questions to her. He's showing some qualities that are strong qualities, which is good. But that causes women to ignore so many red flags in guys. I mean, she's sitting there she's saying it. Yeah, he has bad communication. And he said, when he's in conflict, I shut down. That is one of the worst red flags for a man to have. Think about it. How does he handle conflict amongst his colleagues? Is he just a yes man? How does he handle conflicts amongst his friends, his family? If you were to marry this man, how would he handle conflict with your future children? What is he going to teach his sons and his daughters? Ooh, boy. Maybe she feels like there's more green flags than red flags, which there probably are. But you got to understand, this man is 39 and he's on Pop the Balloon. You know what I mean? He was the oldest nigga up there. He may not have as many red flags, but the red flag that he does have, if you don't know how to do that, I feel like you probably, I'm stuttering like crazy. If you can't do that, I feel like you probably can't be trusted. And the reason why I feel like that is because you are afraid of how people will feel. So you might tell a lie, or you might make up something just to get away or get out of or shudder away from, conflict. You can't, a person who faces conflict head on, that person is going to tell you the truth. Choosing a man who he shies away from like any conflict. He just shuts down. It sounds like he's afraid. Sounds like a turtle. Nigga sound like a tortoise. This nigga, he's Shang Tsung. He's a tortoise Tsung. I don't know what to say it. Shang Turtle. It's Shang Turtle. Ladies, if you want to do a better job at choosing good partners better than this nigga, here's the way to do it. Listen to your father. And everybody doesn't have access to their father, but everybody has access to a father figure somewhere at some point in your life. Or watch my channel, all right? I'll help you out. Yeah, get you a father figure. Get you someone, a man, a brother, a grandfather, or, somebody that you can trust, a pastor, and just talk to people. Just talk to them, have a conversation. And that just building that relationship will help you choose better men. A lot of times women just don't really choose good guys. It's just what I don't really I don't understand why so many women keep falling for it. Boy. For him to give her the cold shoulder and not even say a word to her and not talk to her for 3 days until now, and she's still sitting there in his face saying, oh, but I think he's going to be a good guy. I don't have nothing bad to... Jovanet, leave this nigga alone, bro. Get your bitch out of there and leave this nigga alone. Listen, y'all. That's the end of the video. I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I just got 100 subscribers, baby. Shoo! Going crazy on YouTube. Doing numbers on YouTube, boy. I'm hype about that, man. I just got 3 digits, boy. 3 digits. That's cool, man. That's cool. People are subscribed to my channel. People actually want to listen to me talk. Or whatever. Whatever y'all want to do. Whatever y'all want to watch me do. So yeah, I'm out of here, man. I always say keep God first. Keep Jesus Christ first, my boys and girls. And yeah, I love y'all. I'm outie. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.